Alright guys, welcome back to another beast mode episode of Underdog Mentality, and today is that favorite again guys. We're building that big chest. 4 exercises in one station. This is perfect for when the gyms are overcrowded. You grab the cable cross and you don't move out before you are done. 4 exercises hitting upper chest, mid chest, lower chest, and 1 exercise that you've been doing and you've guaranteed been doing it wrong. So I'm gonna correct your techniques and I'm gonna show you how you can build a big chest just on a cable cross with pump out. You don't even need heavy weights. So let's go get it. Time to build man, guys. All right, guys, exercise number 1, cable cross flies, crossovers. Why crossovers? So the normal way you have been doing your cable cross flies is hands together, right? But now you're going to be crossing them over. Just try this without a cable cross. When you cross, look what happens to the chest. You are squeezing it twice as much as when you are finishing here. That means more time under tension and a bigger gains on your chest. Now, what is important here is that one time the right hand is coming on top. Next rep, the left hand is coming on top. You have to keep alternating, otherwise you're just training one part better and different than the other, and you're gonna build an unequal strength and size on your chest. So focus on right hand up, left hand up, right hand up, left hand up. Second thing is focus on shoulders back, chest out. Now to do that, you have to be in a power position. That means your feet have to be wide because you will be doing this exercise heavy, like all the exercises we do. That means the cable will be wanting to pulling you backwards, and this will prevent it from happening. So now guys, power position, body upright, shoulders are staying back. So when your hands are moving forward, you are leaning back into the movement so you can expose the chest and hide the shoulders away. If you don't do that, what's gonna happen is your shoulders is gonna fall forward, your chest is gonna be all relaxed, and shoulders is gonna be doing all of the work, and you're missing out all of the gains. Third thing to think about, drop set. So you max out the reps on the first one and directly drop and max out the reps on the second one. And this is how it looks in action, guys. Now, moving forward. So you take a wide step forward, chest out, shoulders back, and leaning into the movement. So you see, I'm actively pushing my body backwards. I am not letting my shoulders come out like this. As soon as this happens, guys, you are losing all of the gains. And now when you maxed out the reps on the heavy one, drop set and max out another set. And stop, hold for a second, squeeze it. This is not just explosive reps, this is time under tension. Trust me guys, the crossover one changes the game. Well done, first exercise, 3 to go, but first, subscribe, put your notifications on guys, and let's go. Time to build man. All right guys, upper chest done. Now second exercise is a pushing power exercise. And yes, you can train pushing power in a cable cross. It won't be maximally heavy, but it will be maximal time under tension. And I guarantee you, time under tension, that means how much your muscles have to keep squeezed for how long time. Is not even comparable to dumbbells, it's not comparable to barbell. This is the shit. Now, you never skip your dumbbells and you never skip your barbells, but this is a great way to change something in your training and to shock your body when it comes to pushing exercises. Now, what is the philosophy here? The same as in previous exercise. You're standing widely with the legs because you will be heavyweight pulling you back. You're standing in power position. You are still getting your hands together like in a fly, but you are not doing a fly. You are doing a press. That means your hands wants to go as close to your body as possible and then pressing forward. Now the cable cross will want to pull your hands apart. You don't let that happen. And what does that do for your chest? It keeps the chest squeezing non-stop. There is nowhere the chest can relax. Nowhere. This is time under tension constantly. And of course, drop set on this one. So this is how it looks in action, guys. Step forward, hands close, and press. Now this exercise trains mainly the inner part of your chest, but as it is a pushing exercise, it hits every single part of your chest. Trust me, you will love this exercise. Try it out, guys, and drop a comment what you thought about this. Well done, halfway, 2 exercises to go and 2 more to do. But check them out. Do not skip now, guys, because I promise you, last exercise will blow your mind because you've been doing it and you've been doing it wrong. Let's go, guys. All right, guys, third exercise is bent over flies. But I've been seeing you guys doing it in the gym and it looks like a fucking joke. So most guys do it totally wrong. First of all, they bend over totally forward and then they do a fly here. Now, guys, if you're doing it like this, what is the difference between being bent over and standing just and doing this thing? Absolutely nothing. You're just doing a normal fly. So bent over flies are amazing to hit the lower part of the chest, but when done correctly. When you're doing them like I just showed, you're still hitting the middle and you're just making it harder for yourself because you could have just been standing straight and doing a normal fly. So now, what is the difference between a wrong and correct forward tilted fly? Now, you have to be in like a 45-degree angle. This is the angle you want to be. Why? Because now you are exposing the lower chest, right? If I am falling forward, now I am exposing the middle. If I fall even more forward, I'm going to be exposing the upper chest in a shitty ass position. So you want to be exposing the lower chest, and the 45-degree angle gives you that. Now, where do your hands want to go? They definitely do not want to go here in front of your body. They want to be going behind your body. You can see how much the lower part of the chest stretches here. Here, it doesn't stretch out that inner part of the lower chest. So how you get rid of man boobs? It's mainly this part, because here is where the fat is collected and the muscle is always neglected. So you have to be pulling behind. That means you have to be taking a big step forward with the cable cross. And the third thing to think about is the hands. Where do the hands go? Well, they don't go in front of your body. They are going towards your legs. So you are pulling towards your legs because now you're maximally squeezing that lower part and the inner lower part of the chest. So hands backwards, 45 degrees angles, keeping a power position and pushing down. And another crucial thing is what do you do with the hands? But you should know already if you check my other videos, this is how your hands finish. Not like this. This is okay for the upper part, but this is the only way to hit the lower part. And if you're gonna want to get rid of man boobs, this exercise is going to be your #1 weapon. This is how it looks in action, boys. Big step forward, so my hands are being pulled backwards. 45 degrees and power position. And pulling down toward my legs. And coming back with the hands, stretching the lower chest maximally out. And like in all the previous exercises, a drop set, guys. So max it out until you feel you have a problem getting the hands touching each other, and then you drop set 1 time. See, guys, trust me, this is the cure for man boobs. And of course, cutting the fat down, but that will be in another episode. 1 more to go, boys, and this one is my favorite. It's the upper chest kill. All right, guys, last exercise, and this one is for the upper chest. But first, like, share, subscribe, and put your notifications on, guys. Help me grow as I grow you. All right, this is upward flies. And I know I told you that you've been doing them wrong, and I said wrong. You haven't maybe been doing them wrong, but you haven't been doing them this way. And I'm going to show you a different way to do them. Now you will have to go down in weight a little bit, but the time under tension is totally different. And the reason we are in a cable cross and the reason we're doing all of the exercises in cable cross is because time under tension. So now, what is the difference that you will be doing? You will be coming up with both hands, and then you keep one hand up, coming back up with the other, and then keep changing like this, guys. Trust me, this is a burnout because your chest don't get to rest. Pretty much the only time chest gets to rest is on the negative on the way down, where it actually works and not rests. Now, what do you want to be thinking about? The same as in all of the other exercises in cable cross. Wide step, power position. Now in this one, leaning back, the same like you are doing in the cross flies. Leaning back because you want to expose the chest. But what is different in this, keep your head up. Because if you're looking down, you are going down, that means you are not exposing the upper chest maximally. Then there is not much more to think about except of keep the tension in the back. Because when you are going down with one hand, it's very easy for the shoulder to start falling forward and the chest get relaxed. You have to keep the tension in the back so your shoulder stays pulled back. That means maintain power position. If you've learned and perfected power position, guys, I guarantee you the whole game changes whatever exercises you're training. So this is how it looks in action. You can see that the chest is always tensed maximally. It never gets to rest. It's a beast of an exercise, guys. And of course, as in the previous one, drop set. Max it out and drop set. Focus on the shoulder. If you don't feel the chest, look at what's happening in the shoulder. It's probably falling forward. This has to get fixed, otherwise you're not hitting that upper chest. That's it for today, guys. Let me know what you thought about this session. Time to build, man. Ooh, let's go.